If you're looking for a durable smartphone, then you might have heard of the Honor X9c 5G. Now, that phone came out a couple of weeks ago, and this time around, Honor is releasing a budget variant. This is sort of Honor X9c 5G Lite. This is the Honor X9c Smart 5G, and it's gonna retail for around 13,999 pesos, but it's gonna go on sale this March 3 for only around 10,999 pesos. So it's super budget friendly, but also very durable. And by the way, it comes with the same battery technology, which is silicon carbon battery with a higher capacity, 5,800 milliamp hours. Now, as you can see, it runs on the MediaTek Dimensity 7025 Ultra chipset with 12 gigs of memory and 256 gigabytes of storage. The display is LCD. It doesn't have an expansion card slot, but it does support dual SIM. And as you can see, it runs Android 14 out of box with Magic OS version 8.0. And one of the cool features of Magic OS is the game manager, as you can see over here. So make sure that's enabled if you're going to be gaming on this phone, and make sure that game service panel is also enabled. Now head over to add games and double check to make sure that your games are already added. And what this is going to do is that it will add a game panel which you can access by sliding your finger from the left edge of the screen. We're going to demonstrate that right now. All right, so as I launch Genshin Impact, you can see a pop-up notification. We slide left. I have already tweaked the game mode, okay, from balance onto game mode. So this option optimizes your system for gaming performance, but it may drain battery and heat the phone up. But there are also other tools that you can access from here, such as brightness lock. You can do a memory cleanup, which we just did. You can turn on do not disturb mode, mistouch prevention, screenshot, screen recording, rotation lock, and you can also access your apps in a mini window. So for example, you want to watch a YouTube video while you're gaming, you can do that. Or you can also chat with your friends on Messenger. If the app doesn't appear here, you just click on the plus button and you can manually add your favorite app. So for example, messages was not added by default. You can bring that in and you can message your friends while you're gaming. Kicking off our game review is Genshin Impact. Let's make sure that our graphics is set to highest. We are also going to set visual effects to high, FPS to 60. That looks good to me. Let's go. So we don't have a way to check the frame rate in real time. As I run around the field, the game is giving me pretty consistent frame rates so far. And that gives us a feeling of consistency and smoothness. And that just goes to show that you don't really need super high frame rates to get a good gaming experience. So even if we're not exactly doing 60 FPS, I don't think we're doing 60 FPS right now, the game feels really smooth. Okay, I want to get into a fight and see how well it performs.
Yeah! Go, go, Baron Bunny! No one escapes my sights!
So very consistent performance so far from the Honor X9c Smart 5G. Up next, we have Mobile Legends. Let's check the graphics. Alright, high frame rate on super and graphics on ultra.
All troops deployed.
Blade flutters, fate alters.
So, Mobile Legends experience so far, quite smooth. Our next game is PUBG Mobile. Let's just quickly validate the graphic settings. So if we customize it, graphics can go all the way up to balance. We cannot select HD or HDR. Frame rate goes all the way to ultra. Then over to controls. Gyroscope is supported. And as we drop down, check out the smoothness as well as the responsiveness of the gyroscope. That looks pretty smooth and pretty responsive to me. Let's go. So as I was playing the game, I realized that the speakers on the Honor X9c Smart 5G are actually pretty beefy. It can get pretty loud. There's a single bottom firing loudspeaker, but you can boost the volume beyond 100%, and it's called extra volume mode. And I'm guessing that's gonna come handy when you're using the phone outdoors, like when you're traveling in a train. For our final game, it is CarX Street Racing. Let's head over to graphics. I already tuned it all the way to the right. No frame rate limit, of course. Let's go. And it is super sluggish. I'm moving, but I'm not racing. I'm crawling. So let's not force it. Let's bring our graphics all the way down. Motion blur off. Anti-aliasing off. Smoke intensity off. It's gonna take a while to reload the assets. So let's just give it some time. All right. Now we're in the game and it is smoother than before. I can see it stuttering. It might be loading some assets in the background. That's why it was stalling or it was stuttering. But now that it seems to have stabilized, yeah, it's not the best in terms of game experience. It is playable. So we've been playing on the Honor X9c Smart 5G for a while now, and I'm looking at the temperature on the screen. We're hitting 41 degrees. That's the MediaTek Dimensity 7025 Ultra at work for you. Now over to the rear panel, we're getting temperature readings of above 38 degrees, almost 39 degrees, right about where the camera island is located. From here, you can check out the rear panel. This is the midnight black variant. It also comes with this jade green, I believe is the color, the light shade variant of the Honor X9c Smart 5G. Before we end this video, here are a few benchmark scores. So in Antutu, we scored 370,000 points with temperature change of 6 degrees. In Passmark, we scored 10,629 points. We're seeing very decent read and write speeds for its internal storage, hovering around 780 to 809 megabytes per second. And over to PC Mark, we managed to score 12,721 points. And over here is the battery life benchmark, which gave us 12 hours and 19 minutes. As far as thermal throttling is concerned, the Honor X9c Smart 5G managed to hit 42 degrees Celsius, so it stays pretty cool, but there is a considerable amount of slowdown as observed by the graph right here, down to 82%. So a change of 18% or 19% as this next screen shows us. So, do you guys have any questions about the Honor X9c Smart 5G? What do you think about the gaming performance so far? And do you think that this phone gives you more value for the money at 13,999 pesos as opposed to the Honor X9c 5G, which retails for 16,999 pesos? And which phone will you choose? Let us know in the comments. And for more on the Honor X9c 5G and the Honor X9c Smart 5G, head over to our YouTube channel on Tekuya. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We really appreciate that. It really helps the channel a lot. And we'll see you guys in our next video.